Hey guys, video here, back with another GHZD. Today I'm going to be looking at a new event white, the Trap of the Vile Spirit. Well, the new West, I should say, relatively speaking. Now, I got this a while ago, but I wasn't really sure if it was worth making a video on because I assumed someone had already made a review because I got it pretty late. But alas, I couldn't find anything really that looked at it in any other detail other than just a reaction from getting it. So yes, I decided to make one. It is a white bag that drops from a ghost ship. About bloody time, am I right? This means its rarity when compared to a lot of other UT drops is much higher as it is much more rare. I wouldn't say it's as rare as a jug, but to be completely honest with you, I barely see anyone in game with it, or even on Realm Eye for that matter. Whether that's just because people don't want to use it or because it just hasn't been out for long enough, I don't know. But let's be real here, if you do get an event white, you're going to be putting it on your character. So I'm going to assume that it is the latter on that one. Now, white bags are notorious for changing the way you play a class, either by restricting one aspect of your playing style while simultaneously providing you with a niche opportunity, with most white bag items being powerful without completely dwarfing the need for other items, and as a result, usually become situational. Take a look at the Ogma, for example, easily one of the best shields in game, given that it is also one of the most rare drops you can get. It's got super high damage and can reduce the sum of any enemy's defense to 0 instantaneously, and can be used on anything as there is currently no enemy in game that is immune to armor break, because it is so rare that it doesn't really get the opportunity to be exploited that often, and in doing so offsets how game breaking it has the potential to become. The only downside is it removes your ability to stun, which is the fundamental playing mechanic that the Knight relies on to get close and deal damage. So in a way, your playing style has to change significantly if you want to main the Ogma. Now, what does this have to do with the Huntress Trap? Well, as I'm sure you've already guessed, it's important to analyze what the disadvantages are as well as the bonuses. One of the major changes this item has is that it provides no debuffs to anything that it damages. Unlike the T6 Giant Catcher Trap that slows enemies or the C Trap that paralyzes, the main purpose of this item is to inflict high amounts of damage at a fast rate. The most obvious feature that you'll notice right away if you main Huntress is that the trap itself spends a significantly less amount of time in the air when compared to the other traps. This makes hitting a target much easier as you don't need to rely on the predictive movements of an enemy to land your shots. What's also interesting with this trap is that the MP cost is 90, which is 10 less than the C Trap, with almost 2 times the amount of damage output per shot. So you can definitely see the direction this trap almost forces you to take. Spam the absolute shit. I've been playing with my Huntress for a while now with this trap, and I've definitely had fun with how fast it actually is. Obviously with my Divine Pet, I can spam the absolute crap out of this thing, but because of how short the airtime is on this item, it feels completely different from the Assassin's ability, given that it is quite similar to a poison. It feels much faster paced, and you can hit soulbound on almost any enemy in game with just a few shots. One place it really shines is in the tomb. If you're a scummy piece of garbage like myself, you can stockpile a heap of shots on the ground right before activation, and you can get your soulbound in almost instantly. Because of its very short diameter of 3 tiles, which is actually 1 less than a tier 0 trap, Jesus Christ, it also makes selectively damaging any of the tomb bosses quite a lot easier. But to be fair, I probably wouldn't be bringing a Huntress into a private tomb anyway, so I guess that doesn't actually really matter that much. Now, the real question here is, does its perks outweigh that of the Coral Trap? As much as I want to say that it does, there isn't really much that can even come close to competing with the paralyzed buff that a C Trap provides, and overall, you'll be wanting to utilize the versatility of that bonus a lot more than just straight damage output. Though, in saying that, if you do have one of these items, I definitely recommend having it as a swap out, as the damage can become very handy, especially on enemies that are sometimes very hard to hit, even though they are stationary, like the boss of the Parasite Chambers. you can just chill back and fire your traps, and since they move so fast, you don't even need to worry about him going invulnerable. So as you can tell, this item isn't really that crazy, but it definitely does have some usability. If you had to choose between a sea trap and the Vile Spirit, the sea trap is definitely the winner overall, even if it is only 1 fame percentage less. So that pretty much wraps up the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.